What is up, y'all? Today I'm hoping to give you guys some great tips on how to use the new Robinhood investing platform to make the best money that you can. Not that I'm becoming rich off this thing, but I have been working for the last couple of months on investing in different stocks and trying to make a profit on it, which I did manage to make a $300 plus profit off of $500. So I'm just going to give you guys today 3 simple stocks that aren't like super high risk, but have actually yielded me some high reward. Now, of course, this is just what worked for me. It's going to work differently for everyone depending on what's happening in the world and what some politician says in the news. So you don't obviously want to just buy these stocks just because I said it worked for me. Just because it worked for me doesn't mean it will work for you. So make sure you do your own research. But these are the 3 stocks that I feel like are in a great position to continue to make money and have made me money. Now, the first of these stocks would be the Carnival Cruise stock. Now, I know you guys are thinking, you're all thinking, oh, coronavirus, 6 feet apart. The Carnival Cruises aren't going to be going anytime soon. But I honestly think that's not true. I'm guessing by next summer, coronavirus will just be a thing in the history books. No one's going to care about it anymore. And this whole 6 feet mask thing, it might be over. In which case, Carnival Cruise and the other cruise lines for that matter should be picking up their sales. More people are going to want to be going on cruises because they're going to be like, oh, I was stuck inside in 2020. 2020 sucked. Let's go on a cruise. So I feel like, especially in the next couple months, nearing December, January, when a big time of booking cruises starts, Carnival could really pick up the price and move up to top dollar. Now, if you look at their 52-week high, it shows them at $51.94 per share. They're currently at 1855 per share. So let's just say you have $100 for Robinhood. Okay, you can buy 5 shares of Carnival at 1872 per share. So you buy 5 shares of that, and then let's say in December it moves up to $50 per share. How much money did you just make? You'd easily double your income and even more. It probably will not go up to its full height of $51.94 that it was before coronavirus, but it can definitely move up. So even if it only goes up an extra $5, that's $5 you made. 5 shares is $25. That's easy income right there with a low investment. Now let's look at the 52-week low. The 52-week low is 780. So worst case scenario. Now this 52-week low, remember, that happened right here when the coronavirus started. Okay, you can see it happened right there, April 2nd. So that's when the main scare for coronavirus started. Yeah, sure, we started hearing about coronavirus back in February, and it was definitely going on in March, but April 2nd is roughly when the government shut down everything. So if you look at it, the worst you can lose is, what is that? I don't do math well. $10 per share. So it's not that big of a risk because worst case scenario, big disease hits in 2021, and we have another crappy year, and suddenly we have coronavirus 2.0 or frickin' Bud Light virus because we name it after beers now. But it happens, and Carnival Cruise goes down to 780 again. In which case, yeah, you're going to lose $10 per share. You lost $50. But that's how it is with all stocks. There is no stock that's guaranteed to get you income. It's a game of chance, and it's a game of research. So this time, maybe if you hear in the news, CNN says, oh, China has 3 deaths from this new virus, then sell your stocks and wait for it to hit and then figure out what's going to happen. But the fact is, you can make a high income off of Carnival. Now, last news article I read about Carnival said that they had enough revenue that they could stay alive as a company through the end of 2021 without any more revenue coming in. So that means that they're not going to be shutting down anytime soon, and that's if the government doesn't release any more aid for them or whatever. So overall, I think Carnival is a very safe and smart investment. If you look at their 5-year total, they've been, look at that. That's basically perfect all through 2015 to 2020 except for coronavirus. Coronavirus is the only reason the Carnival is down, which is why investing in any type of travel stock, especially like cruise lines or vacation areas where people are going to want to do once the coronavirus chills out, is a good choice because they are going to go back, except for the little ones like little Airbnbs that they've gone out of business, because they don't have the massive income that Carnival has. But if you're looking for an easy, not too expensive not too expensive stock, I bet Carnival is a good bet for you. Moving on to the other 2. Now, one of the ones that I've had some great luck with, and that I'd recommend fully, is this stock called Inovio. Now, let's see, when was it? I think it was back in March. I bought about 15 shares of this at $9. Okay, so it's back down to $9, which is awesome. I actually might buy some more of these again. But look at that. Back in June, it went up to 31. Now, sadly, I sold it before that. I sold it when it was at like 15. So even then, I made $6 per share. So I think however many I bought, and then multiply that. That was a lot of money I made, and it was a low investment. Like, I didn't have to go buy an Amazon stock. And yeah, Amazon will make you a couple $100, but you got to have the $3,000 up front first. But look at this. 52-week high of 33.79, 52-week low of 192. Now let's look at the 5-year. Alright, so this one, you can see goes up with coronavirus. So this one you got to base off of if you think coronavirus is going to be a continuous problem. Carnival, you base off of whether you think it's going away. And Novio, you think, is coronavirus going to be back in 2021? Because look at this. It's a biotechnology company. It's based on developing vaccines. So as long as coronavirus or other viruses are a scare, this is a company that can definitely work. Because you're going to be looking for, coronavirus making a comeback in January of 2021. And then you go and you buy this Inovio. Or if you've already bought it, you could be jumping back up. Because it's a company based off of trying to build vaccines. So, Carnival is the type of stock that you should buy if you think coronavirus is going somewhere, and you're never going to see it again. It's just going to be in the history books. Well, Novia would be a great stock to buy if you think that coronavirus is staying around for a little while. 2021 is going to suck just as much as 2020. More celebrities dying. We'll have murder spiders instead of murder hornets. Okay, that's when you buy a Novio. So you have two different options there. One for each scenario of what could happen in today's world. Of course, it's 2020. No one knows what's going to happen in 2020. And the final stock that I personally like that has nothing to do with viruses or anything like that is a stock called Plug Power. Now, I didn't buy a ton of these, which I extremely regret. This is a great stock. But if you look at the 1 year here, in 1 year, this has gone from $2.26, steady rate up, and it's now at $11.90. That is that's a lot of revenue gain right there. So I wish back when I first started doing stocks, which was back in February, even then, see, back in June it was at 5. Back in February it was at 4. So back in February I had $50 that I didn't have anywhere. So I could have bought however many stocks, about 12 stocks of this. And if I had bought 12 stocks of Plug Power, I would have gotten up to, 12 times 11. I would have gone over $100. That's over 50% profit. So Plug Power is a great stock that I feel like is just going to keep going. If you look down here, Plug Power provides alternative energy technology which focuses on design development and commercialization. Oh wow, I can't read. Anyways, basically, it's a tech company. Our world is thriving off of tech. The tech companies keep getting bigger, and they are more and more important. So if you really want to get a safe investment, I feel like will continuously make you money, it's going to be Plug Power. They're going to keep growing. Their 52-week low didn't come by a random drop. It was way a year ago, which means they've had steady revenue increase since then. So if you want a safe stock that's going to probably continue to make you money, buy 10 shares of Plug Power. Or if you have extra money, buy 100 shares. And maybe in 5 years, you could be sitting on $50,000. I feel like Plug Power is a safe bet that at least won't lose you money and should gain you a decent amount of cash. Now remember, this is what has worked for me. This isn't what's going to work for you per se. My experience could be totally different from your experience. You could buy all these stocks, you could lose every dollar you have. Or you could buy all these stocks and you could gain all the dollars. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm telling you what I recommend and what has worked for me. These stocks have made me money. I wish I had done differently with some of them. Especially Plug Power, that's a 445% increase in 1 year, which is insane. If I just bought it when I wanted to, I would be retired by now. But yeah, buying stocks and trading stocks is a game of chance, and it's a game of research. If you're not keeping up with the news and world events, you're going to fall on your face and lose money. If you are, then you can make some serious money off of stocks. People make all their income just off of day trading or just off of having tons of money in the stock market. But these are 3 stocks that I highly recommend for new Robinhood traders to get started with. It works great. They're all relatively safe stocks, and they shouldn't lose you much money. And I feel like they could all gain you a large amount of money if you're willing to keep up with world events. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. I'm going to try and do more of these type of videos. Not that I'm some stock market professional, but I do mess around with it. I do mess around with that type of thing. And let's be honest, when you listen to those people who are stock market professionals that are talking about all these big words and you're just like, huh? All I want to do is make money. And they don't really tell you how to do that. They tell you to buy their books. I'm not telling you to buy anything, but there's a link down in the description if you'd like to start using Robinhood. It gives you a free stock. And yeah, give this a try. It's a good way to start learning how to invest without much risk. Thanks for watching.